Hello, Captains. It's me, TONIK TZW, and I'm going to try and get this one uploaded on Sunday night because I've just finished a dad's weekend with a little man, Charlie. This one's called Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. It's on my free-to-play account, which is why I haven't got all the gubbins all over the splash screens. And I've got to say, it is probably becoming my favorite ship on my free-to-play because I can tick off so many missions with this one. And certainly, if I need top 3 finishes to get through the last bit of a campaign, I'm not saying I'm guaranteed it, but I played 4 and won 4 tonight. But I'm still a week behind because it's been that busy with work and everything else going on in life. Now, I'm going to push straight into the cap here because in domination, caps are kings. We can't just let red team take it straight over. The team are going to do the normal thing, hiding behind rocks and things. So I'm going to basically just drop my trousers and hang my ass in the wind and sail towards red team into complete oblivion with what little support there is available. What I am going to say is it was nice to see that there were some people shooting at the destroyers. What it wasn't nice to see is that red team were actually doing the same thing, and I'm not going to come away with all of my hit points early game. But there are 3 destroyers on each team. There's an Icarus, a Jervis, and an Akatsuki, and we are going to come into contact with at least a couple of those during this game as well. And I'm really worried about this Graf because I know he's got torpedoes, I know he's got sonar, and I know that there's a destroyer out here while the battleships are hanging back there as well. So I'm just wondering what I should be doing. Torpedoes across the front. I am spotted. There we go. It's the DD. I'm going to put some shots on him because I know that Graf is about to disappear behind the island. We get a fire on him. We gun again. We're running sonar because we are concerned that torpedoes may come this way. But there we go. Somebody is shooting at the Graf. The Jervis decided not to fire his torpedoes at me and instead to fire at somebody else. But we're going to keep the guns on, pop the smoke, disappear, and hopefully force them off the cap. That was a beautiful salvo from whoever fired that one. And then losing sight of the target, we're just going to pop a spread of torpedoes across there just in case they decide to try and come tight around the corner. And then we're going to take a little trip to the beach, say hello to the ladies in the bikinis and offer to rub in a bit of suntan lotion before backing off and getting back to the job at hand. I'm worried. I'm still worried that there's torpedoes coming, so I'm kind of backing up, putting my stern towards where that Graf is, trying to stay far enough away from him that I won't get picked up by sonar. The battleships have decided to run away, thinking there's a destroyer a little bit close, and our destroyer has just turned round and run away. But the team are now pushing in behind me, apart from those guys up on the top right-hand side. They're still hanging out a little bit, but here comes some torpedoes. My sonar is, of course, going to give them a little bit of warning. Torps out. Graf is still sailing backwards, but he is, of course, the minute I hit my smoke, going to sail forwards, but he gets a clattering there. So we're thinking, can we get a fire on this guy? Can we put him out of his misery? This battleship is pushed in. He's got nothing left on him. Graf looks like it's going to die, but no, it is our battleship that's going to die. But at the same time, we pick up the Graf for a double first blood. One for red team, one for blue team. It's not often you see that happen because literally it's got to happen within the same second. So that was a bit of a even Stevens there, but we are 3 ships down. Red team are 1 ship down. We still don't have this capture point, and there is still a Jervis out there somewhere. That guy is ticking on the damage. I think he's going to back up, so I'm going to put a set of torpedoes across there. Now he could back up all the way, in which case they would miss, but it might back up so he's off the island and then pull forwards again, and we might get lucky. So having lost the destroyer on the left side of the minimap, which was the Gator, I think, by the looks of it, he went charging through into the capture point, trying to push through for the carrier, got himself spotted, got himself hammered by a couple of ships, and then was torpedoed by the carrier, which was a little bit embarrassing that early in the game. No need to push too hard, no need to overcommit. There is a red team destroyer pushing that flank now. It's the Akatsuki. There's the Jervis, and I'm just thinking, do I turn around and go back against him? No, we don't, because there is a destroyer there with all those guys that spawned center and then came down through that capture point, so we can leave the Jervis alone. I was thinking of pushing across and supporting this battleship, knowing that 2 ships on the capture point can turn it quicker than 1. However, yeah, he's dead. That means it's mine. And if you look at our home cap, Red Team's destroyer is going to push on that as this Jervis is getting very, very sneaky and running me down. It's a little bit of a game of cat and mouse, and it becomes all the more interesting when you're in the same ship. But there we go. We know we've got Air California out in front of us. We know there's also another battleship here. But we're going to go for another shot. There we go. Somebody else takes a pot shot. Can we get one more salvo? No, we're just going to kill some seagulls with that one. But we are still spotted. And I was initially thinking, why am I still spotted? And then I'm thinking, yeah, it's because he is so close to us behind this island. So we are going to sail away from this island, try and save as many hit points as we can before this Cali can get a reload on us. There we go. So very smart play from that Jervis as well, but a little bit smarter play by me in sailing away from him and not waiting to give those guys a chance to get on me. Now, as I was pushing back up here, I was thinking, you know, we can defend our capture point, get rid of this Akatsuki, but we are going to lose our aircraft carrier to that Akatsuki. And I was thinking, okay, this California is quite happy to shoot at destroyers, but he's also wiggling himself around backwards and forwards, knowing full well that the carrier is hounding and harassing me. So even though he may not know exactly where I am, visibility-wise, he can see where I'm at, and he can keep twisting and turning his ship as I try to do my best, really, to avoid this carrier's attention. And the thing that I do like about the British destroyers is that they start and stop very quickly. Excuse me, they are quite agile. I've been eating sour Haribos and they don't always agree with me. But yeah, they are very agile. They start and stop quite quickly, and you know, they turn sharp as well, and you're going to see a demonstration of that in avoiding some of the attacks from this aircraft carrier. We aren't going to avoid them all, but something goes funny with my guns here. They take a long time to traverse there, but guns on the Akatsuki there, we know that we can out reload him based on his salvos, but you know, he's got a good hit on him. So knowing that the California is likely to be aiming for us, we drop that shot. That is kill number 2. The Cali does get a shot on us, wrecks our engine, wrecks our rudder, but we have successfully saved our capture point. We aren't doing a lot of damage here when you look at the top right hand corner of the screen, but we do have a couple of kills. We have got an assist, we've got some cap defense, we've got what is it now? We've got 1 cap assist there from when we took the far cap, and now we are on the hunt. And I'm thinking, do you know, Summit, this carrier has been a pain in my backside. The team are pushing across this way, but they're very, very, very slow in doing so. And that's one of the reasons why it's not always smart to go the long way around the outside of the map, because it takes you out of the game and you're out of range of most things for a very long time. The only reason that Callie and the Leon, I think it is, started heading that way is because they know they've got a destroyer out here. But now they're coming away from the team. Oh, there's the Jervis, look. Oh, and I've got torpedoes coming. If I can take him out before I die. Yes, we can. Now we're going to pop a smoke and stop. And then we're going to see if anybody else from the team is spotting these guys. And here comes the carrier again with another drop. Ah, yes. You're getting in too close, Sunshine. All this twisting and turning is throwing him off his aim. So if you're one of those people in the destroyers that just keeps sailing in a straight line and gets torpedoed or bombed, like to oblivion, then you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Keep twisting, keep turning, and force him off his aim. And that's exactly what I'm going to do here, knowing full well that it's more difficult to drop when he is closer to islands and rocks than it is when I'm in open water. He gets more of a run-up, he gets more of a lead, and here I'm trying to force him into keeping those planes into a turn, which keeps his bomb arcs open, but he gets my rudder again, and even though I didn't see exactly where that Leon was going, torpedo reload is coming up, so we're going to cover that gap there, and hopefully we're going to go fishing. This carrier really is not giving up on me, and the California is coming towards me as well. I do have one rack of torps up, but I'm thinking, can we get a fire on this guy? And of course he disappears because I was the one that was spotting for him, because looking towards the right hand edge of the screen there, you can see that our full health DD is also sat in his smoke screen. But we get 2 torpedoes, 2 floods, and a kill on the Leon. And I'm thinking we are on for a Kraken if we can get a fire on that California. But no, it disappears in front of our eyes, and we get another hand job from Wargaming. Now, to me, the helping hand medal, I think, should be a combination of kills and assists. I think that's more applicable to a situation of a game, because you could end up with 4 kills, 4 assists, and neither a Kraken nor a helping hand out of all that effort. And if you've done that much work, torpedoes again, let's get out of the way of these. I'm thinking just keep running away from this carrier, maybe get on the cap, get some extra base XP out of it. But then I noticed that his planes are coming up and going down very, very close. And look at this, because our team are closing him in, he's decided to come forward. Oh, this is getting close. Wiggle, wiggle. Right, let's turn out of those. I've learned my lesson in turning too early to try and get inside the turn and some torpedoes. But he's coming in again for another run. We force him to drop. These ones are looking mighty close as well. We'll read the writing on the side of that one as it disappears down the side of the ship. He knows he's got me on low health. He doesn't want to leave this game without anything. If anything, he's been really, really harassing me, and he knows the damage I've done to his team. Now, I do often put spud runs on this channel, mostly for my main account, because not everybody is perfect, and it doesn't matter how good your game is. Not everybody is perfect, and we all make mistakes. And if you remember what I was just saying, don't keep sailing in a straight line for a very long time, that's what happens. You get bombs dropped on you, and knowing that he's got bombers up against me, I'm trying to play for the Kraken here. He's trying to play for the kill. The rest of the team are ready to snipe it, given the opportunity. I think the only thing preventing them from shooting is the fact he's behind the island. But we get a fire on it. He kills me. But there we go. That is the omega of the game as we pick up Kraken Unleashed number 11 for the free-to-play account and the Flesh Wound. So we have the Alpha in the First Blood. We have the Omega in the Kraken and the Flesh Wound. We finish second overall, and I imagine that's only because I didn't get onto that capture point before killing the carrier. So I hope you've enjoyed that one. It was certainly a close finish. It was worth dying at the end purely for that Kraken popping up on the screen. Don't forget, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and goodbye.